Drive Terminations. The ACCel30 Quick Start Guide shows a schematic of how to connect the drive to your system. This video will show you where to find these terminations on the drive and how to access them. The three-phase power termination can be found on the top of the drive. The first three terminals, from left to right, are L1, L2, and L3 respectively. The fourth terminal is for grounding your three-phase power. This terminal has been painted green to distinguish the difference amongst the other three. The cover in front of the terminals is hinged for easy access to the termination screws. Looking at the bottom of the drive, you will find the termination points for the motor, external brake resistor, and external braking unit. Just like the power terminations at the top, the cover for these terminals is also hinged for easy access to the termination screws. Starting from left to right, the first three termination points are for the motor, and they are labeled U, V, and W respectively. The last three terminals are for optional connections associated with an external brake circuit. The fourth terminal from the left, labeled plus-B1, is shared between the brake resistor and braking unit. The resistor is connected to this fourth terminal, and the terminal right next to it, labeled B2. The braking unit is connected to the fourth terminal and the last terminal, labeled with a negative sign. It is very important to make sure these terminations are not backwards, as it could damage the drive. Any ground connections can be terminated to the grounding lug seen on the bottom of the drive. All of the control terminations can be found underneath the front cover of the ACCel30. To remove the cover, push downward with both thumbs on the front until it becomes unlatched, and then gently remove the cover with your hand. All of the 120-volt digital inputs are located on the card seen right in front. The digital output terminals are located on the far right, where RA is normally open, RB is normally closed, and RC is where the 120-volt power is supplied. The terminals MCM and MO1 are for your photocoupler output, and they are located here, along with the AFM terminal, which is the analog output of the drive. All other terminals are located on the bottom connector. Be careful not to confuse the 24-volt DC input terminals on the bottom with the 120-volt AC input terminals on the card above.